Hey guys, this is post-edit future Anisha coming at you for a super casual little chit-chat update that I felt I wanted to do before we get into the video. You in the video are going to hear me say that I am late to posting my Sephora VIB sale haul because I took time to review and really test out all the products. And while that is true, the reality is that I actually filmed this video and the next video I'm going to be uploading because it is a two-part haul about 6 weeks ago. And I was ready to upload, but then unfortunately George Floyd was murdered. And with everything following that, I just didn't feel it was really appropriate for me to upload my content. I'm proud of my content. I love filming and it is just something I'm passionate about. So I don't think there's anything wrong in uploading content, but just me personally, I really took the time to take a step back, to educate myself, and also allow other people's knowledge and education to kind of flow through YouTube and Instagram, and just every ounce of space that I was taking, I just felt like it wasn't necessary or as important as knowledge and education. I'm a firm believer that YouTube and social media comes after my personal life and real life. In the past, anytime I've taken a break from posting videos, I've never addressed it. I've just kind of hopped back on, but this time it didn't sit right that I didn't address it. So here I am talking about it. And it's also been like a year since I last uploaded, which that's a whole different story. But because of that, and also just with the gravity of everything that's happening right now, I felt like it was important and I wanted to address it and talk about it and have it in a video in my content because it is important to me. That being said, I am back. I am filming content. I am ready to upload and do more on my channel, but I wanted to start off on the right foot. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And without further ado, let's get into the haul. Here we are. Quarantine tie-dye uniform, new background, new setup, new lighting. Things might take a minute to kind of adjust, but we are here today to talk about the ridiculous amount of money I spent during the Sephora sale. I know it happened a while ago, but I always test all the products that I purchase before I talk about them on the channel because I feel like it's just more beneficial for you guys to have reviews along with me talking about products. Things are expensive. Let me spend my money for you. Let's get started with a couple of items that I did not test. Skincare generally takes about 4 to 6 weeks to see real sustainable results. You can see certain results overnight or immediately, and that's great. But generally with things like dark spots or long-term treatments, it's gonna take at least 4 to 6 weeks. So for that reason, a couple of the skincare items I did not try out, but I wanted to mention. The first two are the Caudalie Vinoperfect line. This one is the Radiant Serum Complexion Correcting Face, Neck, and Décolleté. And this is the, not in English, Instant Brightening Moisturizer. Brightens, evens, luminous glow, oil-free, and daytime. So basically, these are both specifically geared towards brightening the skin tone, evening it out, and dealing with dark spots. I am brown. Shocker. I have melanin, which basically means that I suffer from hyperpigmentation. So I am now delving into that realm of skincare to try to see if things that don't include super intense chemicals and ingredients are actually effective or not. Right now, my pigmentation is forming kind of like a goatee, which is mildly terrifying, but I'm gonna figure it out because that's literally my job. The next item I also have not used, but it's from this Peace Out brand. And so this is Peace Out Dullness. It's a one-step brightening face pad 10% AHA, 4% BHA, and 2% PHA. The reason I'm not going to use this right now is because it categorically says to stay out of the sun for about a week after usage. And realistically, for me right now where I am, that's not going to happen. I can limit my sun exposure. I wear sunscreen like it is my job, but I'm still going to be exposed to sun on a daily basis, and I'm not trying to increase the pigmentation mustache I have going on. So I'm going to wait until I either am not in this location or until fall comes around, because I'm not playing games with my skin. But it has amazing reviews, and everything else that I've tried from this brand, pretty good. So this item is unopened, but I've used several of these. I just bought another one. It's the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Glow Juice Antioxidant Face Serum. I love this. It is a lightweight serum. It is kind of hydrating, which I find nice. Your skin needs antioxidants to be healthy, especially as you get older with pollution, stress, blue light, travel, whatever it is, food, diet, all those things. There are a lot of oxidants that build up in your skin and can weaken your skin. It can cause aging, signs of aging, premature aging. Just because you're younger, don't think you get out of this free. I suggest this for anybody of any age, really. I feel like it does help even out my skin tone. It does give me a really nice glow. I use it morning and night underneath my moisturizer. I also really like that they come in smaller bottles. That way the ingredients stay potent. This stuff is so good. Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. It is new from Fresh. I have talked about their normal rose hydrating toner. I've gone through like 5 bottles of that stuff. It's so good. But this stuff is that times some. It is lightweight, it's super hydrating, it leaves this gorgeous glow on the skin, and I feel like it works really well with all my other skincare products to enhance how effective they are and how much hydration my skin holds on to. I will say, if you have very oily skin, you still need some kind of moisture, in my personal and professional opinion. So if you have wicked oily skin and you live in a hotter climate or super humid climate, I genuinely think this alone would be great as a super lightweight moisturizer. It helps to balance, hydrate, nourish. I use this with my hands, so a couple drops, rub it together and press it onto the face. I never use toners or essences with cotton pads or cotton rounds because I feel like it's kind of a waste of money because the cotton soaks up a lot of it. Plus, this is like a little hydration treatment for your hands too. Speaking of essences, toners, I got the SK2 facial treatment essence. This is super, super popular. It is kind of an expensive product. I really believe in this stuff. It's really good. I've only used it for maybe like 10 days even, and I genuinely feel like there's a difference in the texture of my skin. And essence kind of works to enhance your skin's ability to amplify everything else you use on your skin. So hydration, antioxidants, anti-aging ingredients. It's a great anti-aging treatment, and it's great to use before you get to the anti-aging bracket. My motto is prevention is way better and way easier than correction. So start young, folks. Also from SK2, I picked up the facial treatment cleansing oil. I'm a sucker for cleansing oils and cleansing balms. It's my favorite way to remove makeup, but also on days when I haven't worn makeup and I just want to cleanse my face gently, I tend to use balms and oils. So I wanted to give this a try, and I really like it. It removes all my makeup in one go, including mascara. It doesn't leave my skin feeling super stripped or uncomfortable, but it is lighter in texture than a cleansing balm. It also has the great SK2 skincare product benefits. I have 2 different masks that I got. The first one is from Biossance. It's the Squalane and Tea Tree Detox Mask. This is like a really lightweight moisturizing clay mask that does the job of detoxifying like a clay mask, except it doesn't dry down, which for me was kind of the key.
I am super sensitive to clay masks that dry all the way down. They just irritate the living daylights out of my skin. And this doesn't do that. It does tingle and burn almost a little bit, but super mildly, not like reactionary burn. And after a minute or two, it goes away. I really feel like this left my skin looking brighter, feeling cleaner. And the second mask is the Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial from Youth to the People. I love Youth to the People. It is like a super quick microdermabrasion at home. It definitely was intense. Okay, don't play games. If you have sensitive skin, you might want to be a little careful with this one. It definitely burned and tingled, and you keep it on for like 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 to 3 minutes, and then you massage it in with water. I made the mistake of applying too thick of a layer. Don't do that, because when you start rubbing it in with water, it just doesn't come off if you have too much of it. So just a super thin, even layer. It does have little crystals that polish, that mimic microdermabrasion, and your skin feels really super soft and smooth after. But it is an intense mask. Like, I would use this maybe once every other week for my skin. Another item that I have not opened up and probably will not open up, similar to the Out Dullness wipes, and for the same reasons, is from Volition Beauty. It is the apple cider vinegar resurfacing peel pads. It's powered by ACV and AHAs, which are alpha hydroxy acids. It is like a wipe peel. It just helps to chemically exfoliate the skin, brightening, texture, even skin tone, hyperpigmentation. And for that reason, I'm not going to use it because you have to be really careful about sun exposure, and I'm just not going to risk it. Me and my mustache, we're going to sit all the way down with our SPFs, staying away from chemical peels until it's safe. Speaking of SPFs, which is one of my favorite things to try out and discuss, I have a few different ones that I've been using. I always, for my face, buy physical SPFs. The reason being is that they're more effective than chemical SPFs at actually protecting your skin from sun damage. And what I mean by physical SPF, or you'll hear sometimes mineral SPF, is that zinc oxide is a key ingredient in it. You need it to be a significant percentage of whatever sunscreen you're using to fully protect yourself from the sun and sun damage, which is aging, which is cancer, which is what you don't need. So if you're not using SPF, listen up, because you need it. The first SPF I bought is from Dermalogica. It's the Invisible Physical Defense SPF 30. An issue with physical SPFs is sometimes they look kind of gray, right? If you have any kind of melanin, you know what I'm talking about. So when they say invisible, that's what I was curious about. This one was pretty good. As it settles in and soaks in, it pretty much disappears. It feels great on the skin. It smells like spa. It doesn't smell like sunscreen at all, which is crazy. So if you hate the sunscreen smell, this is the one for you. The only thing that I didn't really like about this is that it didn't really hold up well to sweat. But if you're not going to be sweating, this is a great sunscreen and it smells amazing. This SPF is from Dr. Jart. It's the Every Sunday Mineral Sunscreen. It's water resistant, SPF 50 plus. I also really like this. This one is really invisible. There's no white cast, and if there is a little bit, again, it soaks in almost immediately. This one is really matte though, which I like, and I would caution. I like it because if you are a sweater like me, or if you live in a hot, humid climate, this is going to be amazing because it's not going to make you feel super greasy and oily. But if you have really dry skin, this might be too dry for you, especially if it's a cooler climate. I wear it on top of moisturizer and it works really well, but super impressed by this one. So this item is not a physical SPF. I know. I sound like a hypocrite because now I've just been going on about how you need physical SPFs, and this is not one. But hear me out. I needed an SPF for my lips categorically. So I picked this one up. I do really love Fresh as a brand. And this is their Sugar Sport Treatment Sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 30 for lips, face, and eye area. It is a chemical SPF, so there's no zinc oxide. It's a thick stick. I just put it only on my lips. It's just convenient. I have no real complaints. If any of you have a good physical sunscreen, lip balm, or suggestion, please let me know in the comments down below because I would love to try it out. Speaking of lips, I picked up the Summer Friday Lip Butter Balm in vanilla. It's the only scent they have out right now, and this is a vegan lip balm, and you can use it overnight or just through the day. I have no complaints. I think it's really good. You need a tiny bit. It is completely clear. It just leaves like a light glossy plump effect to your lips. Do I think it's more hydrating than my fresh caramel jar thing? No, because that thing is my favorite. But this is pretty good. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me. I'm not gonna lie, the cap bothers me because it never fully closes. Like, it's closed now, but I can just keep twisting it, and that for some reason makes me nervous to like throw it in a purse. But I do like it. It smells really good, and it's a good, nourishing lip balm. I only purchased one hair care item, and that is the IGK Offline 3-Minute Hydration Hair Mask. I really tend to enjoy most things from IGK that I've tried, and I've tried most of the brand. I have color-treated hair. My hair is also naturally really dry because it's curly, and so this is just good in-shower maintenance. Do I leave it on for 3 minutes? No, I usually leave it on for a little longer because my hair wash days are also like my shave my body days and do body scrub days. And in order to shave all of this, it takes a little more than 3 minutes, but it's not in for like an hour or 2 hours, and it's still really effective. It is thick and luxurious, which I love, but I have really fine, thin hair, and so it doesn't weigh it down or make it feel greasy. This was like a maintenance purchase for me. This is the Sephora Refresh Daily Brush It is the Sephora Refresh Daily Clean Daily Brush Cleaner. I just re-upped on it. This is a spot cleaner for your brushes. Is this a substitute for deep cleaning? Absolutely not. Don't play yourself. If you use makeup brushes, makeup sponges, you need to deep clean those bad boys or they will ruin your skin. For the people in the back, they will ruin your skin. You need to wash your brushes. This is kind of what you use on a regular basis in between your deep cleans. The brush dries almost immediately, so you can go in with another color or shade and it keeps your brushes healthy and doesn't dry them out. So fragrances. I am a huge fragrance lover, a total fragrance snob. I will pay a pretty penny for a good, unique, beautiful fragrance. And that's just what makes me happy. Sales are always a good time to spend money on more expensive items, in my opinion. So the first one I got was from Ellis, Brooklyn. They came out with Salt and Sweet. Sweet was sold out every time I tried to get it. So this is supposed to be a warm floral based on the Sephora website or the perfume notes. It is ylang ylang, Tahitian tiare, and ambergris. I wanted to love this so badly. I just don't think that I'm fully on board. It's $105 at full price. I don't know that it's really unique enough to qualify $105. To me, this smells generic, which sounds like such a bratty thing for me to say, but it smells like a lot of designer fragrances that are floral. It's warm, it's floral, it has that white flower scent, and there's like a touch of potential is the only way I can explain it. Underneath, there's that creamy, woody scent is like peeking through. I wish there was more of that. A perfume that I really do love though, and I'm so happy I picked up, is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is the 30 ml and it's $90 without the sale. And it's such a great, beautiful perfume. The notes of this on the Sephora website are warm floral, again, similar to Ellis, but this is like in a different stratosphere, okay? Key notes: black truffle, bergamot, black orchid, black plum, noir, gourmand, accord, and patchouli. I'm a big fan of patchouli and deeper, darker, heavy, creamy, thick scents. You can get a little bit of freshness and a lighter, sweet, feminine note. There is that thick, creamy, like you can almost like hold the fragrance. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a dense fragrance. It's definitely a little spicy, feminine, sexy. Definitely not something I would suggest if you don't like heavy scents. And then the other one is Velvet Orchid from Tom Ford. That's the third perfume I got. The reason I got both these together is because I feel like they complement each other really well, but also I find that it smells really good on men as well. This is just a great combo for anyone and everyone. Velvet Orchid also is in the warm floral category on the Sephora website. This one seems a little bit lighter than the Black Orchid. I feel like this one is a little more unisex than Black Orchid. It's fresher, it's lighter, it's a little bit florally or fruitier to me. Actually, let me just read you the notes. So there's orange blossom, hyacinth, jonquil, which I'm actually not sure what that is, Caudalie, Lipoldi orchid, and suede accord vanilla tincture. So that orange blossom gives it a little bit of like a fruity, sweeter floral. And then you have the hyacinth, the orchid, all really tropical kind of florals in my mind. And that suede accord gives it that richness. And then I'm a sucker for anything with vanilla in it. Vanilla, amber, patchouli. It's like, oh, I'm sold. It just smells so good. And both of these, I will say, are like one spray wonders. Both of these are potent. So I think I'm just gonna press pause on this video for today. I have all the makeup that I bought left, and this is going to become a 2-hour video. So I'm gonna film part 2. I will say I bought a lot of new makeup to test out and report back to you guys. So there's tons of good stuff with reviews. So stay tuned, you don't wanna miss it. There's my personal plug. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a comment down below for me if you guys have any suggestions on products you think I should try, fragrances you think I would love. I'm always up for trying anything and everything, clearly. But until my next video, thank you always for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.